Hey guys, so I want to do a little video about goal setting and specifically goals as it pertains to income. So if you're looking at Amazon as a possible career move, so to speak, and you'd like to learn more about making money on Amazon, these numbers are for you, but also if you're engaged in e-commerce or virtually any type of business where you're a sole proprietor and you are your own boss, I think you'll find these numbers very, very relevant and very helpful. So with that said, these numbers might be a little bit hard to accept if you're working for uh, low wages now, whatever low wages are in your area, whether it's $10 an hour, $15 an hour, or even $20 an hour, depending on what area you live in, you could be just barely scraping by and barely making ends meet. So when you hear someone talking about, you know, making $50,000 a month or $100,000 a month or even more, uh, that may really turn some of you off because you think it's just fantasy. And on the other hand, it may get others fired up and excited because they want that life for themselves. But I'll tell you, all those numbers are realistic when you're dealing with an online business. The online aspect of the business gives you an opportunity to scale that's never been available to a sole proprietor or to a brick and mortar store in the history of the world. When I put a product on Amazon, there's potential that product could be seen by people in 100 different countries if they want to see it. And sales is a numbers game, so the more people that see a product, the more likely a certain percentage is going to buy that product, and your sales can really exceed your expectations. It's amazing how many people will jump onto a product if it really fulfills a need they have in their lives. So, with that said, I would consider $10,000 a month income to be a good initial goal to set for yourself. And $10,000 a month, well, it's a lot of money. It's more than a lot of people watching this video probably are making. It's a dangerous number. And the reason it's a dangerous number is for many people, that's an upgrade to their life. And you can go out and buy a nicer car, you can eat at nicer restaurants, and maybe do some things that bring you pleasure that you weren't able to do before if you were making $35,000 a year. I mean, obviously, if your income triples or more than triples, you're going to splurge a little bit. But at $10,000 a month, that's enough money to get you in trouble because you can hit that number, hit that milestone, and get comfortable very, very quickly, and then it just kind of stall. You don't take things any further. It becomes not so much a question of how you can advance what you're doing, but how you can keep what you're doing from going backwards. Fear starts to take over in people's lives very quickly at that point. And again, I think of that as being really an initial stepping stone. Your second stepping stone is $30,000 a month. And that's an important number. And that number's been around for a long time in a lot of different manifestations. Even back into the 90s, 30 some years ago, when people were talking about day trading or being an options trader or trading Forex or what have you, but anything that involved you working by yourself and making money from home, $1,000 a day was always the goal. And the reason that's a good goal and a better goal than your $10,000 a month number is because one thing a lot of entrepreneurs forget is that they're responsible for everything. They have to put money away for retirement. They have to pay all their own health care. There are a lot of expenses that come with being self-employed. Well, selling $1,000 a day or $30,000 a month gives you the funds to do that. You can live comfortably. Again, you can step your lifestyle up a couple of notches compared to where it was at $10,000 a month. But you'll find a lot of that additional gain between $10,000 and $30,000 a month. A lot of that really goes to pay for things like insurance and education and retirement, and maybe you'll add on a couple of hobbies that take a little bank but you're probably not going to see a huge change in your lifestyle. But now you've hit a second milestone that's really important. And I would just say after that $30,000 a month figure, the next step is very much up to you, because at that point, whatever you're doing is working. So if you want to bump it up to $50,000 a month or $100,000 a month, or even more, it is completely doable. It's just a question of thinking through what your process is, doing more of the things that are working for you and spending less time on the things that don't work for you. And there are just levels of efficiency that you'll hit on a personal level and on a professional level that will really multiply your earnings rapidly once you hit a certain point. Things start to snowball. Once everything is moving in unison and moving with some synchronicity, you're going to do incredibly well, and probably much better than you ever imagined. So set your goals higher than what you think you're ever going to reach, and it will just give you that much more incentive to try harder and just be more successful than you ever thought you'd be. But hey, if this helps, I'm trying to motivate you and educate you at the same time, and let you know that things are within your grasp. It's just a question you have to take the effort to actually reach for them. But if this works for you, hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.